Superstars, how's it going? This is Coach Wood, ready to get back with you guys today. Today is another amazing topic that we have for you that I know is going to speak to some of you young athletes out there. So thank you for joining us. I know there are plenty of things you could be doing with your time, but you chose to stop by the Before You Go Pro channel and holler at Coach Wood. So I appreciate you for that. For those that are joining us for the very first time, welcome to the channel. Please come back if you enjoy the content that you're hearing today. This is the Weekday Huddle, where we come in 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and get after it, baby. Today's topic, you guys, that we're going to get into, because you know we're all about the business of football too, and serving and being strategic, you guys, making sure we got our best foot forward. So today's topic is about looking the part for the big things that we say we want out of this football journey, out of life. We also got to look the part, you guys. So we're going to get into that here shortly. But before we do, if this is your first time joining us or you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, you guys. We're extremely close. We're extremely close to 1,000 subscribers, which has Coach Wood excited. And I know you like to get Coach Wood pumped up. So please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Anybody that you know that is a footballer, a family member of a footballer, a coach, athletic director that loves football, or a fan, please share one of our episodes with them. We also have the Locker Room Show. Share an episode with them, you guys. Try to get them to subscribe as well, because we're going to grow the best organic football community on YouTube. The best service-minded football community on YouTube, you guys. And we want you to be a part of that. Also, check out what we have for you down in the description box. Some cool resources, you guys, to help you get to the next level. So, on to today's topic. And you know what Coach Wood is about. If you've been rocking with us, you know what I'm about. It's all about how to make sure that our athletes are on a whole nother level than the rest of the athletes out there, you guys. So, with that being said, do you look the part? Do you look the part for the big things that you're talking about that you want? You know, many of you guys are talking about you want a big time college football scholarship. You want to be ranked and this and that. You want your respect. You want to be well known. You want a chance to maybe even go pro. Well, do you look the part? Do you look the part? And obviously, we all have development to do. You're going to excel. You're going to grow from wherever you're at, especially if you're a young high school kid, 8th grader, you're in your freshman year or junior college. You're going to be further along tomorrow than you are today. But today, do you look the part? And the reason why we're bringing this up, you guys, is because I recently seen a young man who talks a big game. And when I seen a picture of him, and you know, a lot of these kids doing workouts and 7-on-7 and all of that stuff, they'll be wearing pajama pants. And this young man had a bonnet on. Some guys are wearing do-rags and different things. Maybe some guys are sagging their pants. Some guys are just not really looking the part. So yes, you could be working out. Yes, you could be doing the right things, but you might not actually be looking the part. And looking the part, you guys, is a huge piece to becoming who you want to be. It's a part of the puzzle. You know, so there's going to be many things that are a part of the puzzle for you guys to get where you want to go. But just even looking the part is a part of the puzzle. It's a part of the business. It's a part of why I would want to give you money. So when I saw the young man shoot me a picture and he just didn't look the part, it made me think, okay, we need to have a weekday huddle about this. We need to talk about this because a lot of you guys want to be big time student athletes. Well, if you want to be big time student athletes, and when I say big time, you're looking at the kids that who are already at college, on college campuses. So you need to look at the young men that are already on Division 2 campuses, Division 1 campuses, Power 4 campuses. If that's what you want, you need to look at the athletes that are on those campuses and see how they look, see how they dress, see how they move. If you were to look at the athletes, not the athlete that's on his way out, because as you see here on the screen, some guys don't last long. So not the athlete that's doing the wrong things, not the athlete that's on their way out, but the athlete that is obviously sustaining himself and has planted his flag that I deserve this and I belong. If you're looking at that athlete, that student athlete at Michigan State, at Kansas, at Colorado, then you're looking at probably somebody that's moving a certain way, that's dressing a certain way, that's carrying themselves a certain way in public. So once again, do you look the part? Because if you don't look the part, then you're going to get weeded out. This is way too competitive, you guys. So when I seen the young man shoot back the picture and he's got the pajama pants on at the workout, or this guy's got the bonnet on that it means that your talent level has to be extremely higher for me to tolerate that. Because it's too competitive. We may be talking about a recruiting class where I'm only bringing in 3 or 4 wide receivers. Why will I choose you? Why would I choose you when you're at the workout with your pajama pants or your pants sagging or your bonnet on and your do-rag when I can choose this dude who's got grades, who looks just as good as you on film, and he's clean cut and looks the part? So you don't have to listen to Coach Wood about looking the part, but if you don't, just realize that your talent better be up here. Because I'm asking, a lot of you guys would love a scholarship offer to a Florida State, to an Indiana, to a Cal Berkeley, or to play for an NFL organization like the Colts, like the Jets, or like the Chargers. But do you look the part of the athletes who are walking through our doors? If you do, then at least we get to the next stage of the interview. At least we move you down the ranks. At least we can carry this on a little bit longer. But perception's everything, you guys. And if you're asking for big dollars, and scholarship and NIL money is big dollars, if you're asking for big dollars, then you just give me something. At least look the part. At least come in with a nice sweatsuit on, like an athlete, or dressed like a student. If you're a student athlete, you should be dressed like a student or dressed like an athlete, or stay home. But look the part. So that's even on the workouts. If you I played at the University of Colorado. If you came to one of our 6 a.m. Winter workouts, everybody is looking the part. Everybody is wearing the issued garb. And if you're not, guess what? They send you back inside to change. And if you don't come out looking right after they told you to change, then it's probably get him out of here. Because we don't have to tolerate this at this level. Maybe at the lower levels, maybe at that high school that never wins a game, we'll tolerate it. But we don't have to tolerate it at this level. So a lot is to be said, you guys, with just looking the part. Obviously, I'm not talking muscles. I'm not talking speed. Those are intangibles that require talent. And then they're going to require you, obviously, to do the reps and pick those things up. You're going to get faster. You're going to get bigger. You're going to get stronger. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about looking the part of a student athlete. Somebody wants to get an opportunity on the floor in Wall Street. When they go for that interview at Goldman Sachs, wherever they're going, when they go for that interview, they better at least be trying to look the part. So what they're probably going to do is look at what people look like that work those type of jobs. Okay? And then they're going to try to mimic those people when they come in for their interview to try to get on Wall Street. It's no different in the football entertainment world, you guys. Okay? I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it plain. I don't care if you in the hood down south or if you have two parents, you already live in a mansion and you go to a private school out west or up north. I don't care. Nobody's going to give you an opportunity. A college coach is not going to give you the scholarship unless he sees you trying to mimic how the athletes that he's already around look. So when he comes to your school, you have to have your pants pulled up. You have to have your hair looking decent. You have to take off the hoodie and the hat inside. Because guess what? That's what the top student athletes are doing at the highest level. Okay? You want to be a big-time quarterback like Matthew Stafford? Well, see how he portrays himself. See how he looks. See how he maneuvers, his mannerisms. When he goes to the food line at the Rams facility, how is he moving? When he's in the film room, when he walks through the door, how is he moving? How does he look? He looks the part. He looks the part of a multi-million-dollar quarterback. We all know Fernando Mendoza went like this. He straight hockey sticked from Cal to Indiana, and they put his Heisman on a platter. And it was easy. It was easy for them to pick him number 1 overall. It was easy for them to give him the Heisman because not only was he talented on the field, but the man looked the part, baby. He looked the part of someone that could lead a university to a national championship. So I want you young football players to keep that in mind because a lot of you guys are in the midst of the recruiting process, or you will be soon, and you got big dreams, you got big hopes, you got big goals. You're working hard. You're working hard. Put the nail in the coffin, baby. And whenever you step out the house, make sure you're looking the part. Make sure you're moving like the person you say you want to be. Okay? Somebody should feel. Student athlete is a feel. It's a lifestyle. Pat Mahomes is the quarterback of the Chiefs. Being the quarterback of the Chiefs, having that title, that's a lifestyle. It should look a certain way. So keep that in mind. Once again, I saw a young man. I know he's getting after it. Because I know the young man, so I know he's getting after it. But then when he sent me the picture and I see it looks like he just got out of bed, I'm like, we're missing an opportunity. We're missing an opportunity to look like the part, not just do the things, but look like it. Because it's all one piece. It's a 360 pie. How you carry yourself, the way you respect others, the way they respect you, the way you work when it's time to work, the way you look. If you want to be a big-time student athlete and Coach Wood sees you out here, outside, like the kids say, I want to see you outside looking like a student, or I want to see you outside looking like an athlete. Okay? So you guys keep that in mind. There's a business side to it. There's the football side, of course, the tackles and the touchdowns, but then there's the business side to the football. And you guys want money, right? You guys want scholarship money. You want NIL money. Well, at least give me something. Make me feel good about the money I'm sliding across the table. Let me look at somebody that looks the part. That's how these coaches feel when they're recruiting you, okay? So hopefully that finds you well. We've got an amazing slate, you guys, this week of great topics and content to share with you. And obviously, we're always going to bring in some trending stuff too. So be prepared because this week we're going to get after it. We're getting into the summer, and a lot of you guys are going to camps and fighting for your dreams and doing big things. Some of you guys are getting ready for your first big-time training camp, whether that's college or pro, and you're checking out this content. We want you uber prepared. We want you over prepared. I want whoever is evaluating you to say, dang, he's on it. That one, he's ready. And part of the reason you're ready is because you're in the huddle, baby. So hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure that if you are a high school, junior college football player, a parent, family member of a high school, junior college football player, that you're checking out the resources that we have for you down in the description box. I'm Coach Wood, baby. We'll see you at the top. Let's get after it.